You mean to choose someone from Beishir Huang Jin Zhongzheng, and then send them for the Dashuan political marriage?
Feng Lintian has always been bitter about Xiaochuan running away, which later led to the Feng Ji incident. If we can let Feng, tomorrow will be troublesome. I'm afraid Xiaochuan will be the most troubled caught in the middle. Now, Ning Ning and Feng Ji have already resolved their differences. Zhongyong and Dashuan are truly celebrating the marriage now. Then why not get even closer?
The Crown Prince is becoming more mature, and starting to consider the overall situation. So who should be sent to Dashuan for the political marriage? Do you have any ideas? My suggestion is to send Uncle Bei. Uncle Bei goes.
The bitterness ashore won't touch. All who come have no attachments. Moonlight shrouds the feet with fragrant clouds that can't be chased.
Who do you think you are? If it weren't for the political marriage between the two countries, do you think I'd be eager to marry you, the old man? Go for the political marriage between the two countries, even if the soul is a pile of shit.
You still have to swallow it for me.
Wearing aggressive inner baby armor, I look pretty good, the Grand Crown Prince Immortal. How was I stepped on later? Tail adjusted, releasing a tender fragrance, begging us like a dog.
1, 2, 3, crawl over. Exhausting human feelings and performing spells. That's the bitterness acting carefree. Gu Pingyao falls into the horizon.
Are you drunk?
Do you think that's me? No. This is the real me. What's going on?
What time is it already?
Is he planning to leave me alone in the bridal chamber tonight? He won't compromise on eating at all. But my Uncle Bei is not a pushover who can be toyed with. He loves to take on challenges. Okay. Forget it. Still a bit conscientious.
Who are you?
Uncle, you're about to go to Dashuan for the political marriage. I have a secret to tell you. Big brother, what secret? The Crown Prince of Dashuan, Feng Yu, has a secret. He actually has the face of Peking Opera Wang Shiji. Your Highness, I am the Crown Princess's attendant maid.
No wonder you're dressed in red.
Let's go.
Greetings, Crown Princess.
Uncle Wei.
Your Highness, what a coincidence.
Who told you about the disappointment? Zhongyong, do you think using this secret can control things?
You don't.
I'm just uncle. If it weren't for the political marriage between the two countries, Auntie wouldn't marry you. So please recognize your own identity.
If you don't want to marry, then tell your emperor. You don't dare to say a word in front of your emperor.
What can you do here? Stand still.
Truly a case of refusing a toast. Drink the punishment wine then.
Uncle Mei, I am the Crown Prince of Dashuan. What do you want to do? You. Yes.
Looking for death, huh?
All right, hey.
Get out. Tonight is my new wedding banquet with your highness.
Do you all want to watch on the spot? You haven't heeded orders.
Step away immediately.
Your highness, if you like to be watched in the bridal chamber. Honestly, I can understand. So I can accept it too.
Uncle Wei wanting to let your highness go is not impossible.
Your highness, open your mouth first. A dignified crown prince of Dashuan afraid of me. Now you've really behaved.
What are you so nervous about?
It's just the legendary aphrodisiac. Since you seek excitement, you must see it through.
You didn't wait for the order to punish the uncle immediately on the spot.
Hurry up and get out. Do you really want to see your highness enjoying himself under me?
All of you, come here. Nonsense. Kill him immediately like Kame the storyteller. Did you hear that? Kill him immediately, Goo.
I think they might be more. Your highness, you've become much more sensible. Knowing that couples fight at the head of the bed but make up at the foot, aren't you embarrassed? It has always been the officials who surround the people.
Pervert, who is the real pervert between us?
Don't you have any idea in your heart?
Ah, yes. I'm perverted. I'm a super invincible pervert. So what? Your highness, are you ready to face the storm?
What do you want to do?
I advise you to turn back while you can. Otherwise, Goo won't let you go.
At sword's edge, I'm timid. Don't scare me. I'm so scared. It will. Your highness, I haven't even touched you yet. You already have a little prince so soon. Shut up. Why are you so fierce, crazy person?
You crazy person. Let go of the parasite. I'm going to cancel our engagement in front of Phoenix right now.
Impressive. You still dare to break off someone's marriage.
What exactly do you want?
Although I want to spend my whole life with your highness as a couple.
But you know you were sent here to marry Yichin against your will.
I promise your aunt I will persuade the emperor to cancel this marriage, then send you back to Chongyong with honor.
Who says I'm not willing? Who in the world doesn't know? All the royal relatives. I volunteered myself to marry Northy cousin. Why did you say you're here because of Crescent Moon, highness?
Because we haven't met before.
Where does this talk of stars and moon come from?
Believe it or not. Anyway, my uncle said today you stood under the heavens and earth together. In this life, we are destined to be together until death. So even if we die, you must be buried in the same tomb with me. Humph, it's getting late. Your highness, the car and flute are short. Let's quickly start the theme of hope.
Uncle Bay, don't touch me with your dirty hands.
Get lost. Go ahead and shout. Even if you yell, no one will come to save you.
Whose throat did you break?
I don't know, but it wasn't us. The crying sounds so fake.
Guhausi is crazy.
Your highness is not like this. He keeps calling out. Hurry for me, and you're still on the upper bunk. I didn't even call him. You even victimized Uncle Shangwei.
Uncle Wei.
You're doing fine.
Hey.
No matter how important, it's sacred and revered. I've worshipped iron-handed Guanyin all my life. Kid, still can't cure you.
The crown princess is in trouble. Chief Song, we brought a group of girls to the East Palace. They say your highness is going to marry them all as concubines.
Humph, I knew those old things wouldn't just sit idle.
Your highness is not of our kind. Their hearts must be different.
So are we trying to force the crown prince to death? Humph. I know I'm naturally beautiful and can't give up easily. But last night, don't forget the purpose of your visit today.
Oh, the crown princess is supposed to be a model for the 6 palaces. How could a man be jealous? Your highness is just one of those few concubines. You're saying this is to force your highness to death.
You don't know the truth. Your highness is deeply fond of me. So, last night he personally wrote a letter of promise. Promising to be with me for life as a couple. Or else he'd be childless and his lineage would end. Dying is difficult after crossing through.
I, from you, hereby promise Uncle Bay at this moment. In this life, I will be with Uncle Bay forever, just the two of us. If I break this promise, my descendants will be cut off, Feng Yu bears witness. Ultimately, I will suffer unbearable pain in my belly and cannot escape death.
Mother, please, I beg you.
But I know, your highness, you are beyond cure. I'm so anxious I can't stand it. However, your highness must first write me a letter of promise.
What kind of promise?
You must promise that in this life and this world, you belong only to the two of us. If broken, your descendants will be cut off.
You will also suffer terrible stomach pains.
Don't go, Your Highness. Do you really think you can refuse me? Anyway, you will have to sign sooner or later. Why not sign quickly, Your Highness? A moment of passion is worth 1,000 gold pieces.
Write my name 1,000 times inside this room. My name.
Your Highness, how could you be so confused? Where in the world is there such a humiliating promise?
If you don't care about your own highness, breaking a vow means descendants will be cut off, and your belly will rot to no end. Please send more beauties our way. After all, the immortal priest is still here.
I just secretly rejoiced.
Sure, Your Highness suffers from prosopagnosia. How could he possibly be bewitched by that South African to such an extent? But alas.
Crown Princess, I must invite your highness to dine. The guard at the door pointed at a sign and said,
Crown Princess and your followers are forbidden from entering.
Those dogs never come to my chamber again. He can endure.
But I really can't stand it anymore.
Please, Crown Princess, don't make things difficult for me.
Shut your dog eyes. I am not the Crown Princess. I'm clearly your highness, little red maid.
Crown Princess, even if we pretend not to see, do you really think your highness will feign blindness?
What's wrong, you two fools? You really are no good, but he really is blind. Your highness, this tea was brewed by Maid Luo herself. Please try it and tell me if it's good.
I have paid respect to your highness and Crown Princess.
That's exactly right.
Uncle Bay.
Gulp.
Humph, calm down. Didn't we just get a fresh batch of guards who barely escaped death?
Oh, Crown Princess really shouldn't be so cautious messing with your highness. Now the old ministers from the previous dynasty are pressing from all sides. Your highness is under enormous pressure, finding it hard to sleep all night. Even the ministers feel sorry for you.
Your highness, what exactly is going on?
Over the years, the old ministers led by the chancellor have tried everything to strip your highness of the crown prince position and to promote the imperial family from Feng Baichuan's side as crown prince instead. Your highness is already struggling under their pressure.
Just such a minor matter. So frustrating that even an old minister deals with it so carelessly.
Crown Princess, your highness, if you are really removed, you will definitely be implicated.
That's right. So tomorrow I will go meet those old bastards myself.
Please stop causing trouble for your highness. Besides, the harem should not interfere in politics.
Chancellor, you've kept me waiting too long.
I pay respect to the Crown Princess.
Has the Chancellor not risen yet? Busy to the point of no breaks, I suppose. His gaze is as vacant as a frog at the bottom of a well, both chivalrous and narrow-minded.
Please, Crown Princess, advise me.
Before your highness married me, I didn't care who the Crown Prince of Dashuan was. But now, having married your highness, Dashuan has marriage alliances with various sides. Now I can no longer be indifferent. Everything must be kept in mind. I heard the Chancellor has 2 capable young sons. The so-called love of parents for their children is deep and meaningful. I suppose the elders have already arranged a future for the 2 young masters. But Prime Minister, you also need to be sure if your family's strength can match that of my country behind me.
If the Crown Prince is deposed now, the Crown Princess can go back to Chongyong. Chongyong is the Crown Princess's motherland. Doesn't the Crown Princess want to return?
Prime Minister, you really have short-sighted vision. Once here, you're a citizen of Dexian. Dexian is my home. Your Highness, you are also one of the most important people to me. If you cause my family to break apart, I will never let you off.
The Crown Princess has arrived.
All right, what kind of wind blew in today? It actually brought your Highness here. I hope there's nothing strange on my face.
Thank you.
Ah, Your Highness, what did you just say? I didn't hear clearly. I helped Your Highness with such a big favor. Does your highness really just brush me off with a thank you? Doesn't your highness have any conscience?
Then what do you want?
I'm a practical person. I don't want those intangible things. Thank you. I want your highness's beast leader.
Reckless and unruly. Shameless.
Unaware.
For helping your highness with this matter.
Can I exchange it for your highness's 14 routes?
But not the middle horse.
Since the wedding night.
Your highness is incredibly brave.
That day rose and flew everywhere. My heart still drifts away. Who is the demon? Don't get confused.
Praised him once as brave. He really thinks he's a war god. Don't rush, don't panic.
Oh.
What? The emperor wants you to go to an unfamiliar evaluation. Then what do I do?
Of course you stay in the capital to wait for your aunt to return.
This evaluation isn't actually the emperor's special order. It's more that you volunteered to go, right? To send off. Indeed for the white moonlight.
Just trying to use this evaluation to better win over the ministers.
TCH, your highness, do you see the word fool written all over my face? I know your highness has a beloved you cannot have. I don't care who in the ink field. I want to go and choose too.
No, don't get flustered now.
It's very dangerous. I can choose not to go.
Then neither can you, and must go.
So I also have to go with Uncle Pei.
Why exactly do you want to be by your aunt's side?
Maybe after hearing your highness's story, I felt pity. I know my story well, but actually, your highness, you were the emperor's first choice. At 5 years old, diagnosed with face blindness alongside the imperial doctor. So the emperor went to Feng Baichuan. Since then, you became the crown prince's backup. But that's unfair to you. When the emperor wanted to adopt a child, he made you leave your biological parents in infancy to become a prince. Later, because of your face blindness, you directly became a candidate for a wife. You were just a 5-year-old child then. I know your highness's desire for power. So I will do my best to help you reach that high position. So that everyone bows down to you.
Then by Shang.
Don't be sad if you want to cry. Go ahead and cry. I promise I won't use this against you anymore.
Don't blame fate. This sword shadow, this ruthless creation.
The worldly affairs are in the study, isn't it what you said?
Since you seek thrill, stick it out to the end.
One heart.
Wedding night market. Uncle slapped Ku 4 times with this hand.
Your highness, whether you believe it or not, the me that day wasn't really myself.
Even iron-handed Guanyin fears old grudges.
Your highness, how do you know iron-handed Guanyin?
You know me so well, of course. You have to know more about me, right? Those wastelands, even people from our side are there. All information about Uncle's life must be known.
It's not there, but over there.
Your highness, the crown princess has always been fiercely just. If she's dissatisfied, she acts. She loves to slap people directly. But she's also generous and kind-hearted like a bodhisattva. Therefore, everyone respectfully calls the crown princess Iron-Handed Guanyin.
Stranger, your highness apologizes for the rudeness.
Uncle wonders if Gu has deeply understood you enough. It's okay, not bad. Looks like Gu still hasn't fully understood you.
The more I listen, the more I feel something is off about what he said.
Baiwa, so we have to dig deeper to understand.
Which one of us truly is the weirdo? Your highness wants to betray the king, capturing Mai and your white moonlight both. Then make you choose one of us. Who would you choose to save?
What if Aunt and your mother both fell into the water? Who would you save?
Of course, I'd choose to save you.
Why?
So the moment I chose to come to your highness, no matter the reason, under any circumstance, I will firmly and unwaveringly choose you, Your Highness. Then, Your Highness, would you choose me?
Sighing, feeling sorrowful, and endless pain.
Your Highness received a message from Fitch. He said before, they encountered young Taisha Tion Jinpa escaping the city. Miss Young said, after the Western general rebelled, the young family was placed under house arrest. The Taisha refused to collude, and was beheaded by the Western general. Madam Still used all last resources to help Miss Young escape the prison previously asked.
Should Miss Young be detained now, or what? But even the hospital director said, Mian Mao is beyond cure. I am a serious patient. Now, I must be abandoned by everyone.
Otherwise, even if the whole world abandons you, you must not abandon yourself. If you even abandon yourself, wouldn't that disappoint those who care about you? Although you can't recognize people by face, you can recognize them by other means. Like a blind person cannot see the world, but can identify by voice. Besides, you can also recognize someone by their clothing and other features. But I know the second prince is anxious and uneasy right now. I promised the second prince, I will always stay with you and face this together. Not by looks, still able to recognize each person. Since the years of the emperor, I have been with you. I will never betray you.
I want to bring back the original you. Sigh. Brother.
Manhua is our prince a scoundrel. He dares to go after anyone, no matter if they're nobody, just jumping on them.
Brother you, mother is dead. I have no family left. I only have you now.
Miss, you know your parents were killed by marauders. Then why don't you quickly tell us what you know about Mo Chang's situation? Talking's not enough. Do you really want to avenge your parents or not?
All along the way, never separated.
Xiang Tai and his wife are truly miserable. I originally thought my daughter had narrowly escaped death. Choosing to marry the general of peaceful West was a good thing. But little did I expect it to turn into a revolving scythe. The lion cut off their heads.
The crown princess's words make a lot of sense. Am I really the one who intentionally killed my parents? If only I had known the emperor would be like this. Maybe I would have married her uncle instead of Miss Sun.
You go rest first. Miss Young, brother is here. Hurry up and take a bath. Then grab a bite to eat. And get a proper sleep. Everything will be alright.
Ah, the damage from the white moonlight is indeed immense.
For what purpose?
Thank you, brother. I won't have any family left. You're the only one. Mem, little sister isn't afraid. With an older brother around, everything will be fine.
Are you still eating?
You're not so naive as to believe every word he says, are you? We have no way to verify what he said. It shows that although Mozang is now under heavy lockdown, not even flies can come and go freely. Then on what grounds did the Grand Preceptor's wife send him out of Mozang? I have enough evidence. He is the bait deliberately released by the Emperor. Just waiting for you to take the bait.
Amidst the veteran and delicate passion, it can be considered a childhood sweetheart bond. I understand his character. He wouldn't lie about the life or death fate of his parents.
Why not reconsider? What if it really is love? The Emperor warned you about traps.
And he said he isn't that kind of man. Uncle and aunt know that I once confessed my feelings to him. Your reaction is way over the top, and he can understand. But now the husband has betrayed and lost his sincerity.
Could you not be so hostile towards him? He is truly pitiful.
All right, then your highness, please answer the question I asked you that night. They say a traitor captured Yang Jiao and me together, and then forced you to choose between us.
It turns out that after you came to, no one really knows whom you saved.
immaculate amidst the swirling whiteness, ever the radiant white moon hanging in the sky.
Uncle's kindness towards the orphan is as weighty as a mountain. When I was a child, father raised me, after conferring the title of Baichuan. Everyone in the palace knows that Gu Lunya's wife has resigned. Alas, the grand tutor. He gracefully declined father's proposal to summon Professor Feng Baichuan. He looked after Gu Meng for 10 years, diligently educating him, and even distinguishing people by their tone.
He dotes on the orphan as if they were his own child, the sole heir to his legacy.
Even if I have to risk my life, I will protect him unharmed.
Which Highness, in order to explain to me, even put on a costume drama of moral blackmail. Your Highness, Miss Yang just had a nap,
and was startled awake by a nightmare.
Now she's crying and shouting to see you.
What kind of times are these? Aren't you going to take action? Your man and I were alone in a room, even embracing each other.
Poor Crown Prince.
You still want to sleep? What a joke. Believe it or not, in the next second, the green tea will have you call her over in no time.
Your Highness, Miss Yang has been woken by a nightmare again. She cried so hard she ended up vomiting.
How did she not cry herself to death? Ah, Uncle. You're awake. If only you had woken up earlier today. Don't get on my bed again.
Be good, Uncle. I'll go check on things and be right back.
Manhua.
Sister Shu is awake. Hurry up and get out of bed for breakfast. I made it all.
Even though Sister Shu is a man.
He married Brother Yu just like a woman would. Bro, from now on we're brothers working together for our career. So calling me sister isn't wrong, right?
You first said I'm a man. You can't be my brother, yet you deliberately messed with me. You don't want to humiliate me as a sister, do you? Serving together. Didn't your brother-in-law tell you? He has already signed a contract to serve this palace. Yang Xiaojiu truly lives like a scoundrel. Your parents' remains are not yet cold. The great hatred is not yet avenged. You don't think about how to get revenge quickly. You just keep thinking about kneeling before men.
Brother Su Wanhua said, the grudge against your parents. He will definitely avenge it.
Xiang Xiaozi really forgets things. 3 years ago, despite Master Yang's opposition, you insisted on marrying General Pingxi. But what happened? Someone killed your parents. Unbelievable. Then you turned and threw yourself into another man's arms. And pinned all hopes of avenging your parents on him. Aren't you afraid this new man will betray you in the end?
Sister Shu, don't be sour grapes. Saying the grapes are sour because you can't have them.
Your Highness. Yes. Humph. Sigh.
Uncle Wei, big brother.
I know you're blind. Don't make me think you're a fool, okay?
The crown princess is all my fault. I just ask you not to be mad anymore.
Xiao Xiao.
Yesterday you still called her Miss Yang. Today you already call her by her name.
Hey, Brother Yu. The crown princess didn't hit me. It was me. I accidentally twisted my ankle. That's why I knocked over the breakfast.
You don't need to speak for him. You know what kind of person he is. You're quite clear about it.
Then tell me, what kind of person is Uncle Bei?
Enough, Uncle Bei. Do you think you're still in Xiangyang? On your wedding night, you suddenly slapped her 4 times. I didn't hold it against you. Do you think the pigs are afraid of you?
Manhua, you didn't come back all night last night. Did you sleep with him?
Cry if you want. So what if you did? Alone and lonely. Crown Prince Xian, do you think with just your worthless promise, you can expect the consort to remain pure?
Fong Su, why would I want to make you important in this heavy snow? I once truly thought about running away with you. To escape life together. Is my heart made of stone?
On your wedding night, Sister Gu said to you, if the 2 countries united by marriage,
then I wouldn't marry you.
It feels like nothing is familiar anymore. Suddenly, it's better to not be here at all.
The Crown Prince said, I hit you. Do you dare to lower your hand so we can see the red marks on your face?
Remember? I reprimanded you. Forget it, Jujo. We Snow Brothers treat her well.
Only because our uncle asked us to. As you said, why did you go out of your way to upset him if you're fine?
The Crown Prince's hit was really painful.
Your Highness, something's wrong. The Crown Princess took Miss Ye by surprise, and directly tied her up to send to Emo City.
Ha ha ha.
Your Highness, one is the Crown Princess you married. The other is your childhood sweetheart. I wonder which one you would choose.
Heaven. Help. I don't want to die.
Feng Yu, you'll count to 3. If you can choose, you'll have them both die together.
1, 2, 3, I choose 99, so don't hurt him.
Who exactly do you think I am?
You'll know his answer by tomorrow morning.
Why can't I believe that I've caught the traitor for you?
There's only one little. Then Xiaoshu tied both Yang Jiao and me to the tower. After that, he forced the Wind Maiden to choose between the two.
Crown Princess, what kind of love game is this?
If you want to see exactly what your special someone is worth, what if he doesn't choose you? Then he'll just have to become a widow.
Since the Crown Prince has already made his choice, then shoot him dead with an arrow.
I certainly don't intend to lose my life again.
Feng Yu, hurry up and speak, or you send young Jiao straight to hell.
No matter where my brother tosses me, I will find him.
I hate you.
Xiao Jiao Jiao, you've won. I wish you two scumbags a death that fits your crimes. So you won't continue to bring harm to others.
Beloved consort, don't be afraid. Your general is here. How could I let you get hurt? I, your general, just want you to see more clearly. What a cold-hearted, unfeeling person Feng Yu really is.
Phoenix son-in-law, from today on. You and I are like that severed sword, completely cutting off all ties.
Guards, lower the ram's foot. Present it to our crown prince. Chen Haizi consort, what are you planning to do?
Feng Yu's fate must be decided.
A fierce battle is bound to break out soon. For now, he'll send someone to escort you back to your hometown to take cover. Once the verdict goes through, he'll take you back to the capital.
All right, brother you. They'll be waiting for you to come get me. Where is Tiger Husband?
Who exactly is the husband Miss Yang was talking about?
Even though he's just a little.
Snow. The next.
Your Highness, Miss Yang asks where her husband is. So of course you have to marry her.
But Guku isn't available, you know.
So what Miss Yang calls her husband, is that really the emperor? Humph. Miss Chang is truly magnanimous. To think that for those men who killed her own parents, she could still call them husband. Bring the emperor here. Miss Yang, your Highness arranged for you to personally execute the enemies who killed your parents, even having him order that the emperor be captured alive. He doesn't even dare to make a move. Or rather, he just can't bear to. Miss Yang, is it that you can't bear it? It's not that I can't bear it. Then it must be that you don't dare. I normally don't even dare to step on a chicken. But when it comes to avenging my father, I can deliver a swift, decisive blow. He'll pull them down. and then throw them into the wilds. That's right. Miss Xiang, your taste in men really isn't all that great. Mine is far superior.
When did you guys find that out?
Of course, I knew as soon as you showed up. We've known all along. Hearing that is truly heartbreaking. But the news might not be true. That Miss Yang Jiao was deliberately sent by the Emperor to deliver false information to you. If you believe it, then it means you found her.
Then she truly doesn't exist. It's just that she wasn't killed by the Emperor.
But rather he ended his own life by his sword.
The Grand Preceptor once told me, "Are you absolutely leaving? Can I not leave?"
You must leave.
If I stay in the capital, I will only become a weakness for your highness. Your highness won't be able to bear it. If even Feng Baichuan leaves, how can you be trusted again? To become the crown prince again? I cannot let your efforts be ruined because of me.
So, sending more county people to guard the Grand Tutor's residence won't hurt.
Your highness understands. It's useless. Your highness' deep, father-like affection for me is the biggest constraint.
But I really don't want to lose you all.
The Emperor's path is always lonely at the top, your highness. It's true for your highness. It's true for your highness's father. And it's true for Qianwang as well. Fortunately, the current emperor has the empress by his side. I hope your highness will also find someone like that one day. The future looks promising. Your highness, you must. Remember, if one day my existence becomes a bargaining chip others use against you, I will have someone call a Jiao home. Then the three of us will have a reunion meal, and finally drink poison together. Your highness need not feel guilty or sad. I am simply fulfilling the path I chose. From the moment I chose to be loyal to your highness, I was prepared to betray the world, but never betray you. Please, your highness, do not see me off any further. Take care.
You mean to say, the Grand Tutor and his wife have indeed met misfortune, but Yang Jiao did not tell the truth.
Perhaps fate is too confusing. He is amidst the storm.
Since Wang Tian wants Yang Jiao to sow discord, we will use his own tactics against him. Let him reap what he sows.
Sow discord and create division. What does that mean?
Who are we sowing discord between?
Isn't it between you and me? But Huang Tian is colluding with the nomadic tribes beyond the frontier. Why would he care about you and me?
What they call nomadic tribes beyond the frontier are backed by Chancellor Wan. She and Feng Baichuan's ancestral clan, I see.
So Huang Tian's claim of rebellion is actually a pretense, a ruse, using the Grand Tutor's family to frame Shen.
This conspiracy of yours, they've been preparing for years, but many events happened, so they have not acted yet. Unexpectedly, later, they even proposed a marriage alliance with Dashwan, and you warned the Wan family. While the Tan family appears loyal, in truth, they've decided to cut the Gordian knot and eliminate Gu. They also worry that if they act directly against me, you would drag them into endless troubles. So before acting, they must deal with you first.
Damn it, that old bastard Hunchi played the Kongming sword trick on me first.
Puchigua foresaw that old fox Wensho wouldn't be so easy to deal with.
So you knew long ago old Wenshe wasn't truly loyal.
After fighting those old ministers for so many years, they finally bent over. You can tell what they are up to. I can't stop laughing.
Laughing to death. A relaxed black night rises.
Your Highness, your image in my mind is about 2 meters tall now. Please order tonight, Your Highness. I will definitely
help him finish off those old, treacherous soldiers for sure. Tai Tai and Mother were not killed by Huang Tian. After Sweki rebelled, Father guessed he would use our family to threaten Brother Yu. So Father called me home for dinner. At first, I did not. It turns out that the wine was poisoned. Mother, when you saw me grieving, you couldn't bear it. You struck and knocked the wine from my hand. That's why I survived.
Minister Xiang is truly the person I admire most in my life.
Yes, you outsiders speak of a so-called righteous act of eradicating kin. Of course, admiration? That's because the kin he eliminated weren't yours. If they had been you, could you still claim to admire him?
Since ancient times, one cannot have it all.
The suffering isn't meant for you. You always know just what to say. Ever since I was young, Father devoted all his energy to miss you. He always said that Brother Yu was pitiable. So, does that mean Mother and I aren't pitiful? In his eyes, Mother and I will forever be placed behind Brother Ya. Even now, when you mention Brother Yi, I thought to myself, I never realized that you actually never liked me at all. You only did it to repay Father for all he did for you. So, I prevented you from getting your wish. I did it this way, making it clear that you owe me. And you should never think of repaying that debt. Uncle, even if I say more now, what does it matter? What's the point? Father and Mother are dead, after all. My life cannot start anew. It's just that I lack the courage, but still I refuse. Why is it that you can all so willingly accept it, but I can't? So, while we remain together, how could Uncle ever let go? Time may pass, but the heart remains calm.
Seeing you, Uncle, I can only be grateful for the outcome. I am so tired.
Oof, Chushinai.
How is His Highness faring? The dagger may have missed the vital channels, but it was laced with potent poison. The toxins are spreading, and it's beyond saving. Just keep eating. Even if one day fate brings about the end and unveils all secrets. While silently pleading for your nod, please, find a way to save him.
It should be me doing this, not him.
He has fought for so many years as well. Unless is reinstated as Crown Prince, is still so young, and with so much revenge to be exacted in battle. Your Highness may do without my counsel, but you cannot do without him. Are you sure you want to trade your life for his?
A life for a life.
Are you completely certain about seeking help from Chushin? Surely, there must be another way. Then come in with me. I carry such a heavy burden. Let the moonlight reveal the lines of our love and hate. Allow me to crash headlong against the southern wall. Even if it is all fated, it matters not, follow your heart.
As for that promissory note, I forced him to write it with despicable means. I shouldn't have done it. Now, I choose death willingly, while first praying that Fengyue remains safe in the future.
So I may clearly navigate this chaotic, blood-soaked fate. Let the next transformation rekindle the original romance under the moon.
Inside the study, when the Emperor announced that I was to form an alliance to marriage with powerful forces, I was utterly unwilling, but I dared not refuse. Nor could I utter a single no to the Emperor, because I feared being abandoned again like when I was a child. Abandoned, and so, even if I was 1,000 times unwilling, I still respectfully agreed. But deep inside, I harbored a bitter resentment, blaming that one person, and could only take it out on the one who was sent to me. Even though I knew that he, like me, was nothing more than a victim oppressed by imperial power. Yet I remained filled with weariness and distrust toward him. When did the decline begin? Probably since he said he wasn't forced into a political marriage, but that he came to me of his own free will. Naturally, I was the unfortunate one, when I found out he had taken the initiative to tell Wenshi those words. I suppose what he said must have been true. He clearly had the chance to return to his homeland, So why didn't he choose to go back? That night, I went to find him, and for the first time, I examined every detail about him without any preconceived notions. Gradually, I discovered that, even though I have difficulty with facial recognition, I was still able to recognize a gorgeous, radiant, and beautiful face. It was utterly captivating. He shyly turned away. I, filled with excitement, embraced him from behind. I wanted to tell him that I had seen his face, but years of practice restraint made me swallow those words. He is different from me. He's bold, direct, and decisive, no matter what it is. If it's something he wants to say, he will just say it, though I complained out loud. I was secretly filled with envy. My status, my life experiences destined me to become a dark and selfish person. So I decided to keep him by my side. Maybe that isn't so bad.
Moon. Come play a game of chess with me.
Moon, come have some tea.
Thank you, madam.
Ranner, you win. The rain has stopped, Moon. You should go now. The person here to pick you up has arrived.
Your Highness.
If my tears could speak. If you could hear the voice of my heart. If on this broken road there were no more worries to bear.
Please, pause here for a moment. No more words are needed. Take good care.
I will never forget that bright moon. And when you leave, don't play that sorrowful melody for me.
No way, Your Highness. Have we both died?
Fool and no fool.
I'm the pervert.
Even after we part, I can still think of you.
Who on earth is this guy named Yang Xiao? Why is it that Brother Yu and Brother Shu always give him a hard time?
Feng Jiao Jiao, come down quickly. How many times have I told you? Don't jump around like a monkey.
So big and so unrestrained.
Why is it that you always listen to him, yet he just brushes it off?
Ilian Renhang, uncle, you sure know how to hit me. But brother, you always hold back because of your soft spot.
Be a little gentler.
That's what being warm and caring is all about.
I'm going to find Octopus.
A rebellious heart will defy fate in its pursuit.
No matter how shamelessly I once sought help from the divine physician Chu, now the little girl laughs at how bashful I am.
After all I've been through,
I pray I never have to experience so much again. Though he has forgotten everything from the past, he is still himself. We dote on him as if he were our daughter. We even let him stray now and then, only to force-feed him bowl after bowl later on, and start over again.
that very heart will bring forth the light of life, transforming into an eternally brilliant sight.
Whether it is
The past or the present, no matter how bitter the future, I will persevere with you. One day there will be a dream.
That belongs to you.
Little princess, the young master has returned.
My dear and John, it's been over half a year since we parted ways at our new home. thinking of you day and night.
Dear Bao Nyang thinks of you every day too.
Youthful recklessness. Unaware of the world's vastness. Thought I was ambitious, journeying far to Dashuan. I thought I had entrusted my heart to the bright moon. But the moon pitted me deeply. Unwilling to spend time with the wrong man. Now life at university is bitter and miserable. Only now do I understand mother's deep concern.
Raised well, soon walking away.
Now I ask for nothing. I only wish to see mother once more in my lifetime. Then I could die without regret.
Live comfortably. Run quickly, ah. Ah. Jesus enters the palace. Had the prince come to see me immediately? Yes.
What happened between the Duke and Duchess?
Look at the trouble you've caused. Didn't you promise me that uncle would never be wronged?
Ah. Cruel mother. As far as I know, my cousin is actually well off in Dashuan. He and the prince are very close and loving, not as the letter claimed.
So, Prince, you mean uncle deliberately wrote this letter to you? To spread lies?
I don't know why he wrote that way either.
Of course you wouldn't know. Maybe those so-called messages you received were intentionally hidden from you. A fake image shown to you.
No, Auntie. Do you really think your son is someone who can be bullied?
Even a tiger fallen to the plains is bullied by dogs.
What do you want me to do then?
You must personally go to Dashuan Palace, and do so openly and honorably. Announce to both countries. Go to visit uncle with fanfare and drums. You want everyone in Dashuan to know, although uncle was sent for marriage alliance. Behind him, there is still loyalty and righteousness. I want to see who dares to bully him again.
All right then. Auntie, I'll go to the palace to ask the emperor now.
I'm informing you, not consulting you. Got it?
Checking the time. My mother should have received it. And already read my letter.
Why did you paint such a miserable picture of yourself in the letter?
Don't understand, huh? If my mother knew I was doing badly, she'd surely suggest coming to Dashuan to see me personally.
Uncle, if you miss her, just tell me. I'll send someone to invite her to Dashuan.
You're silly. Is that what I want?
Then what do you want?
Look, if my mother comes to Dashuan to support me, she can't come empty-handed, right? So, jewelry, gold, silver, antiques, and calligraphy. The more the better. To back me up, I can't be looked down on. And also bodyguards.
New soldiers, these, well, I feel like I'm getting mad at you.
Don't be mad. If my mother brings all these good things for me, we'd have to accept them, right? If we sent them back with a messenger, it would tire him out. Wouldn't we have wasted it?
You're playing a losing game that embarrasses your mother, Humph.
I wish my mother would just bring the entire treasury of Zhou. After all, I'm now a Dashuan citizen. I have to stay overnight in Dashuan, so I can use it.
My mother-in-law will probably say about me, a married daughter is like water poured out. Having you is truly my blessing. What about you? What do you want me to do?
I'm asking you. Then what about me?
Having you is my great fortune.
Then speak quickly.
I love you. Who loves me?
I love you. Who are you?
Who loves whom in the story of Wind and Moon? Wind and Moon love Uncle Bay.
Uncle Bay loves wind and moon.
That sounds really nice.
Ignoring my well-being.
Such shameful words. Should I say them every day? Say them every night?
Brother, hey, you have to say it loudly.
Wrong. Love means you have to shout it out loud.
Pervert, stop it now.
Your Majesty, these pastries were specially brought by Princess Zhongyong from Zhongyong. I took them down. Try them. Today, in the Eastern Palace, I also heard some great news.
What great news?
The Crown Princess is already pregnant. More than 3 months along. It is said that...
3.
The palace will surely become lively from now on.
No wonder a month ago he took the initiative to come see. Turns out he came to visit me, Gao Feng.
What does that mean?
That day he came to see me, saying he had magical medicine that could make a man pregnant. He asked whether I and the Empress needed it.
What did you say?
I refused. Why? I have already given up on Yuer once. I can't ask him again.
The Crown Princess also talked to me about it. Only then did I deeply realize how much Yuer has suffered over the past decade.
No matter what you say, it's still me. A rather unfit father.
Actually, I'm just too cowardly. I always think that he is a child of the clan. I'm afraid if I interfere too much, the clan might be displeased. So whenever I see him, I feel like an outsider. I want to care, but feel I have no right. Xiaochuan is like this. Yuer is like this too. It's my negligence that caused them to be like this.
Others don't understand.
But I do. You always think it's your fault, so there is no heir connected by blood, and children have to be adopted from the clan. Your guilt.
Your question.
I understand it all. Fortunately.
Yang Xiu has not failed my trust. He has taught Yuer well. Yuer is even more suitable to be crown prince than Xiaochuan. I feel deeply relieved. Tutor Yang came to see me late at night, also to request resignation.
Hey.
What a fair-weather friend and fence-sitter. I haven't even officially made the crown princess, and you are already eager to follow Jing to leave, to seek favor with Shangfeng Baichuan.
Even if Feng Yu has evidence of downfall,
he is still a prince I've raised for 5 years. How can you look down on him like this? Your Majesty, please calm down.
I have come to see you.
To earnestly ask for permission to continue teaching the second prince. I promise to devote myself wholeheartedly to his education. Please allow me. From today, Yang Xiufen is appointed as senior tutor of the highest rank, responsible for the second Prince Fenjiu's studies. I, your servant, bow and thank your Majesty's grace. He will be in your care from now on. Please also tell him that even if the whole world abandons him, he must never give up on himself. Yes. Rest first. Good night.
I think this time Princess Chongyong brought rare treasures from Shindu to Dashuan. But Uncle directly had them registered in the records and put into the National Treasury. Not a single item was taken back to Chongyong. The prince's expression, I don't even know how to describe it.
He is helping me dissipate the resentment. He must know about Beiyue taking Xiaochun away from Chongyong. He has been holding a grudge about it. So he thought to help me turn the tables this time.
Smart, your Majesty, may I ask? Has your resentment faded a bit now?
Oh, dear, my sweet baby. What happened to you?
Nothing. Xiao just accidentally bumped into you.
Let Mommy have a look quickly. It must hurt a lot.
Mommy.
I'm fine. It doesn't hurt. Just let you see. Strange baby. How did you get this?
Ah. I think you were beaten up.
Who beat you, sweetie? Tell Mommy quickly who did it. I want to deal with him.
As the crown princess. Besides the damned crown prince Feng Yu.
Who else would dare to lay a hand on you?
Cousin, it really wasn't him.
Calm down. If that bastard dares to hit the princess darling, it'll break his humerus bone. Humph. Who is my groom? Clap. I'll clap first. Let's carry the bridal sedan. You clap, clap second. Wise blood. This is what I gave you today, remember. Be sure to use this money well. Please see the best doctor. It's nothing serious. We won't bother the young couple anymore. Craftsman, His Highness still hasn't learned his lesson.
Ah. Hey.
Another urgent letter from the princess consort's son.
Won't the princess read it? Then Wolf is the first to open it and read.
Father and Mother, I hope you are well at home. We have been apart for half a year without meeting. I toss and turn every night, unable to sleep. Missing you more and more.
Humph. I am no longer the naive and innocent Bei Yu I used to be. Now I have sharp eyes. Humph.
Also poor dear baby.
What's wrong?
No.
Oh, poor baby.
Ha ha ha.
Run quickly, you poor little sweetheart. Humph. No, I want to find the great immortal again. Madam.
Maybe we should come down first. Humph. Hey.
I feel like you're not flesh-born from your mother's womb after 10 months, so you don't know how to feel pain.
Isn't it that you just said? This time I definitely won't be fooled again.
Earlier, I hadn't read the letter. Just now I was watching a show. Is it the same now?
Alright, you'll have someone prepare it now.
Babe. Consort Kai is helping the elderly and children come to see the three little princes again.
Ah, these old folks. Having nothing better to do. Come daily to check on the little ones. When the princess and His Highness just married the next day, they brought a group of women to encourage His Highness to favor the consorts. I will remember this for life.
The old folk said. This time they brought the extremely rare purple gold radiant pearls from the East Sea to the three little princes.
Humph, go ahead. Take the little prince to the front hall and show those old guys something to see.
Hee hee.
Look how cute it is. It can actually breathe. Hey, check this out. Wow, it smells so good. It can even blink. Hey, look at this, it's even smiling at me. Have you guys had enough? Our turn to hold it now. Yeah. Hey, wait a minute. Let me hug it again. Don't force the rude old man to kneel and beg you.
Alright, let the smelly old guys in the group learn the truth, huh?